On the last video, we saw the best traveled credit cards and it just happened to be American Express. They just had the best return on spend and it wasn't staged. It was just the best. I just took numbers that we already did in the past, but this time I wanted to check underrated credit cards. Hi guys and welcome to the channel. If this is your first time to the channel, we're talking about credit cards, points, finances, and travel. If this is something that interests you, please like this video, subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. I will get back to you as soon as I can. So this time I wanted to check the most underrated credit cards. We've talked about them in this channel before. Some of them are underrated for different reasons than others. We're gonna go through them and come back to wrap it up. The first underrated credit card, in my opinion, is the American Express Business Plus, and this is mostly because most of you don't realize that you can get business credit cards. About 50% of you don't know that you can get business credit cards without owning a business, or you think that if you get this kind of credit cards, you're gonna have consequences in case something goes wrong because you didn't make a purchase for your business. Well, I'm here to tell you that for the most part, this credit card is one that you would use for things that don't fall into other categories, like restaurants with a gold, travel with a platinum. So this one is something that you would use as a joker credit card. So it doesn't make a lot of sense to be worried about it. You would probably buy gums from the gas station with something like this, but it would give you at least 2x with American Express, and then you can transfer it to travel partners and get a lot of value. This credit card comes with 15,000 points, a sign-up bonus after spending 3,000 in 3 months. It doesn't have much. Keep in mind that when I got this credit card, it didn't have any sign-up bonus, and I still got it, and I still find value in this card, and it's in my wallet always. The multipliers is 2x on everything up to 50,000 max, and 1x on everything else after that 50,000 mark. The return on spend for the first year is 11%. We calculate this always based on what kind of money we need to spend to hit that sign-up bonus. Keep that in mind. So after spending 3,000, you're gonna get an 11% return on spend. The Discovery It. This one is an underrated credit card only because it doesn't belong to a big ecosystem like Chase or American Express or lately Capital One. I understand that this credit card is not for everyone only because really it doesn't have that support system. You can't have a trifecta with it. It's a standalone credit card. It's a 5x rotating categories every month. But it makes a lot of sense because, especially for the first year, it offers 15 months, 0 APR, unlimited cashback match. So whatever you get on that 5%, it will match it. So for the first year, this is a 10% credit card. The rotating categories are also incredible and not found in other similar credit cards. So you have Amazon, gas, groceries, restaurants, and PayPal. And whenever that PayPal comes in, you can buy whatever you want and get that 10x for the first year and 5x every year after, paying with PayPal. So incredible. The third card, and I was very surprised to see your reactions on this card, is the IHG Premier. The IHG chain has about 6,000 hotels around the world. The sign-up bonus is 140,000 points plus one night, up to 40,000 points that night. So potentially this is a 180,000 point credit card after spending 3,000 in 3 months. On credits, we have $100 global entry, TSA pre, one anniversary night up to 40,000 points. Then the fourth night is free when you book with points. This alone can make you a lot of money. The membership is the Platinum Elite, so it's very high. You're gonna get upgrades, late checkouts, breakfasts. The multipliers, 26 on IHG, 5x on gas, travel, restaurants, 3x on everything else. Keep in mind that the points value is half cents per point. So at the very minimum, you're gonna get 13% return on spend when you go to IHG. So based on, no. The return on spend is 34%. I had this debate with you. Many of you got upset when this credit card came up first. Most of you supported the Hyatt. Hyatt is my favorite hotel chain. I talked about this many times in the past. And to be honest, if you're transferring points from your Chase trifecta, it doesn't make sense to transfer on IHG. I would never do that. You're losing a lot of money, especially comparing to the Hyatt. We're looking half cents per point instead of almost 2 cents at the Hyatt. So it doesn't make sense. But when you do the spending on this credit card, you're gonna get some incredible returns. You cannot say the same for the Hyatt. The Hyatt will give you great returns for Hyatt, but nothing else, while this one will give you great returns on many other things like gas. So yeah, it's a great credit card. That 40,000 anniversary points is basically $200 every year, and then you have the fourth night free when you book with points, and that could be anywhere between 200, I would say, all the way to $1,000 depending on the hotel, the time of the year. So this could be incredible. But as we know, what's important is not only what happens in the first year, but on the second and every year after. And to do that, we apply our $12,000 imaginary budget, equally spread between travel, restaurants, gas, and groceries. And we see that for the first year, the return on spend for the Business Plus is 3%. I say 3% because you're getting points. This is not a cashback credit card. Can transfer this, you can at least get that 3%. If you ask me, that's what I typically get. I know many of you would get a whole lot more, so it's incredible. The Discovery is going to be 5% if you use it only for that 5x category, obviously. And the IHG Premier is going to be 4%, but that is the bare minimum. 4% is the bare minimum. As you see here in the maximum value, I have $200 for the fourth night free. You're gonna get $398 on your spending, but I have not added anything if you book a fourth night with points. And that alone could potentially double that 4%. That alone could potentially double that 4% easy. So at the very minimum 4%, I would say 8 is very realistic. 10 might be a stretch, but still well into the limits of this credit card. And that is incredible for $99 a year. Now, these don't necessarily work together. We're talking different ecosystems altogether here. We have one from Chase that's only IHG specific. The Discovery It is basically cash back, and the American Express Business Plus, American Express Points. But if you add them all together, we see that for $99 a year, you get 18% for the first year and 4% minimum on the second and every year after with this credit card. Now, you can't see these credit cards working in an ecosystem very well because the IHG doesn't make sense to transfer points to. It's only half cents per point, so why would you waste 1 cent per point to make it half cent per point? You're getting a downgrade basically, so that doesn't make sense. But as a standalone credit card is great. The Discovery It just doesn't have any other credit cards to be supported by, so that's a plain 5% credit card. And the American Express Business Plus is incredible because that can work with your gold, your platinum, or any other American Express points, MR point earning credit card, and get a whole lot more for what you spend. So these are credit cards that you guys didn't love that much, but I would say they're very well worth it, and you should be on your radar, especially the American Express. I don't see why not. The IHG is just incredible, and the Discovery It is probably one of the best credit cards. You guys said that it has one of the best customer service. You comment on it that Discovery has one of the best, if not the best, customer service. You added that. I didn't have it on the selection, and you went down and you made comments about it. So I'm sorry for missing that. I didn't know that the Discovery has such a great customer service, and that's definitely something that you should consider when you get a credit card, because the first time you run into troubles, you gotta call Discovery and you gotta get your problem solved. But that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think. Until the next one, ciao.